Cherry blossom planting in Japan is exhausting. You find a spot where the view looks insane, but it's bad. So you avoid the crowds, but now it's far. And when you find somewhere close, not crowded, the flowers are meh. Every sakura spot has a trade-off. And in the next 10 minutes, we are going to guide you step by step so you can figure out which spot is a must-go for you in 2026. Let's start. Here's how this is going to work. I'm going to ask you a few questions. And based on how you answer, you'll land on one of 6 sakura types. Each type comes with specific spots, specific trade-offs, and a specific timing strategy. You'll know exactly where to go and what you're giving up by going there. And let's go to question number 1. Question number 1, the shot versus the vibe. When you close your eyes and picture your perfect sakura moment, what do you see? Some of you see the photo. Cherry blossoms draping over a moat, petals falling over the tunnel of pink stretches into the distance. Others see something different. You see yourself sitting under a tree, maybe with a bento box, watching petals drift. You're not thinking about the camera. You're thinking about the feeling. That's the vibe. Neither is better, but they lead to completely different spots, completely different trade-offs. If you set the shot, stay on the left branch. If you set the vibe, stay on the right. Question number 2, branching by constraints. Now here's where it gets real. Short people. Question 2 is about crowds. The most iconic sakura spots for you, Chidorigafuchi, which get over a whopping 1 million visitors in 2 weeks. Meguro River on a Saturday afternoon is physically difficult to walk through. These spots are famous for a reason, but the reason comes with a cost. So if you can handle the crowds, you're done. You're a type 1, the postcard collector. We'll get to your spots in a second, but if your answer is I rather not, we have one more question for you. So hold tight. Vibe people. Your question 2 is about what you actually want to do once you're there. Do you want to sit? Like actually sit down, spread out a blanket, eat onigiri, maybe crack open a can of something. That's Hanami, the actual Japanese tradition of picnicking under cherry blossoms. If that's you, you're type 4, the Hanami host. Or do you want to walk, explore, turn a corner and find a tree you weren't expecting? If that's more of your speed, then we have one more question. Stay with me. Question number 3, final sword. Okay, if you're still on a branch, you're either a short person who avoids crowds or a vibe person who wants to walk. Either way, your last question is about distance. Short people who avoids crowds. How far will you go for the photo? If you want to stay within about 20 minutes of central Tokyo, you're type 2, the strategic shooter. Your game is timing, not location. You'll hit the same iconic spots but at a earlier timing, around 6 a.m. on a Wednesday when nobody's there. If you're willing to take a 30 to 60 minutes train ride for a spot most tourists never find, you're a type 3, the hidden frame hunter. Alright, for those vibe people who want to walk, where do you want to wander? If you want to walk somewhere close, somewhere you can just step off the train and start walking without a big plan, you're type 5, the neighborhood wanderer. Your spots are tucked into everyday neighborhood in Tokyo. Rivers and side streets most tourists walk right past. But if you're the kind of person who rather take a short train to somewhere that feels like a completely different world, you're type 6, the Zen seeker. And just like that, 3 questions, 6 types, you got yours. Let me show you where each type should actually go. Let's run through all 6. I'll give you the spots and the trade-offs and the one thing to know for each. Type 1, the postcard collector. Your spots are Chidorigafuchi and Meguro River. These are the 2 most photographed sakura locations in Tokyo for a reason. The moat reflection at Chidorigafuchi and the pink tunnel over the Meguro River are genuinely stunning. Your trade-off is crowds. Chidorigafuchi gets over 1 million visitors during bloom season. Meguro River on a weekend afternoon is standing room only. One thing to know, nighttime illumination at Chidorigafuchi runs sunset to 10 p.m. During the Chiyoda Sakura Festival, and the crowd thin out significantly after 8 p.m. That is your window, so don't miss that window. Type 2, the strategic shooter. You want great shots at those same iconic spots, but without the mob. Your game is timing. Chidorigafuchi at 6 a.m. on a Tuesday looks completely different than at 2 p.m. on a Saturday. Rikugien Garden's weeping cherry is one of the most photographed trees in Tokyo, and if you're there when the gates open, you can get the shot with almost nobody in frame. Your trade-off is you need to wake up early, and we're talking very early, and also you need to go during weekday. Type 3, the hidden frame hunter. You're willing to ride a train for 30 to 60 minutes to get a shot that nobody else in your Instagram feed has. Koganei Park is 35 minutes from Shinjuku and has 1,700 700 cherry trees across 50 varieties. Kawagoe, a 30-minute ride from Ikebukuro, has traditional boat rides under cherry blossoms along the Shingashi River, with an Edo period town as your backdrop. Your trade-off, travel time, and nobody's going to see your photo and immediately know where it is. But that's kind of the point. Type 4, my favorite actually, the Hanami host. You want the classic experience blanket under the trees. Your friends around you, pedal falling into your drinks. Shinjuku Gyoen is your first pick. 1,000 cherry trees, massive lawns, 15 different varieties, and is a 5-minute walk from Shinjuku Station. But here's the catch. Shinjuku Gyoen start banning alcohol, so if that's a deal breaker for you, you might want to go to Yoyogi Park. It is more relaxed with rules and big open space, and the energy is closer to a festival. Your trade-off is the best picnic parks don't have the most dramatic photo backdrops. You're trading the shot for the afternoon. Type 5. The neighborhood wanderer. You don't want a destination, you want to stumble into a sakura on a random side street and think, oh man, this is nice. You might want to go to Kanda River. The Kanda River walk from Edogawa Bashi to the Higo Hosokawa Garden is basically a quieter version of Meguro River that nobody talks about. The Yanaka area in the North Tokyo has blossoms scattered through old temples and traditional streets. Your trade-off is these aren't wow spots. You won't get the postcard shot, your Instagram crazy shot with 1,000 likes, but you'll get something even better. Moments that feel like they belong to you. One thing to know that the Kanda River to Higo Hosokawa Garden walk is about 30 minutes. And you can do it in the middle of a normal day without planning anything. Pretty sweet. Type 6, the final type, the Zen seeker. You want silence. You want to hear the wind. You want zero tourist energy. Nogawa River is a quiet residential area near Chofu where the cherry trees arch over a narrow river and almost nobody is there. Aoyama Cemetery, yes, a cemetery, is one of Tokyo's most peaceful sakura spots. 5 minutes away from Roppongi, surrounded by blossoms and absolute quiet. Your trade-off is these spots require intention. Nobody accidentally ends up at Nogawa River, so you have to choose to go. One thing to know, Aoyama Cemetery is one of the spots on this entire list where you can experience sakura in total silence in central Tokyo. It's genuinely special. Okay, you've got your type, you've got your spots. Now here's the rule I mentioned at the beginning. This applies to every single type, every single spot, every single plan. Sakura peak bloom in Tokyo lasts about 7 days in 2026. Forecast currently put it around March 28 to April 5, but here's what the forecast video won't tell you. That window can shift by a week in either direction based on temperature. So the question is, how strict are you about catching full bloom? If your answer is, I need the full bloom sakura or it's not gonna worth the trip, then you need the live camera protocol. Here's how it works. Japanese websites run live cameras at most major sakura spots. The best one is a site called Weathernews Sakura channel. I put the link in the description, and I kind of like build like a very easy to understand app for you guys to check all the live news together all at once based on your decision trees and the group types and the spots. Stay tuned till the end of the video, I'll tell you more. You can also use a platform called SakuraLive, which aggregates over 200 HD cameras across Tokyo and the rest of Japan. Chidorigafuchi has a direct YouTube live stream you can check anytime. The strategy here is to start checking cameras 5 days before your target date. Check every morning. At 3 days out, you'll have a clear picture of where the bloom is. If you're a postcard collector with a plan A at Chidorigafuchi, your plan B might be Shinjuku Gyoen, because Gyoen has 15 different varieties that blooms at different times, so something is always going. Alright, let me show you the whole sakura tree decision. Here it is. If you want to screenshot this, now's your chance, or head to lostinmigration.com where you have an AI can do it for you. It will ask you the right question, show you the whole map, and it's going to be very, very interesting. It will add the whole thing in your calendar. If you're interested in using it, like the video, subscribe, then comment pick me. Okay guys, this is all the video that I have for Sakura. We already hit our 10 minutes queue. Drop a comment with your type. I want to know what type do you got, and if you're planning a Japan trip beyond just Sakura, I've got a whole playlist that will save you from some kind of decision fatigue. I'll link it up here, so I'll see you there in the next one. Bye bye.